Hi everyone, I am Radhika. Welcome back to DataZar. I hope you have been enjoying these challenges. And if you haven't subscribed already, then please do subscribe as I don't want you to miss out on any future videos. Today we are going to be solving Workout Wednesday 2024 Week 4 challenge, which is around creating the hex maps. Sadly, I was not able to use this synoptic panel as the visuals are not loading for me. I'll show you what's happening when I try to use it, but we are going to use a map visual and create this dashboard. So without further ado, let's jump into our Power BI desktop. This time I'm going to get data directly from the data.world website. For that, I will click on get data and then click on more and search for data.world, and I will choose this connector. And now I can just copy paste the who's the owner and the dataset ID and the query from data.world website and click on OK. I'll click on transform data as we'll have to make some transformations. And there's another set of data that we need to get. So I'll again go to new sources, choose more, search for data.world connector, and then click on connect. And then I'm again going to copy the owner, dataset ID, and the query from data.world website and click on OK. I'll load this data. Let us just rename this. So this is state mapping, and this one is state migration. To convert this data into state to and state from and what is the population change that has happened, we just need to pivot these columns, because if you see we have the state here and the estimate where of the population. So what we can do is, first of all, I will put this in the header as the first line is the cleaned up version of the header. So I'll click here and use first row as header. Now I will keep this column as is, and then I will right click on the column name and choose unpivot other columns. Now this one would be state 2 where people have moved. This is state from, and this one would be population count. There was a hint given in the challenge that the District of Columbia would be removed if we don't pay the attention. And because that hint was given, so I looked into the data as to what is happening, and I found out that District of Columbia has, if I just search it here, some extra spaces, and that's why we need to remove those extra spaces. And for that, I will use trim function. So I will right click and choose transform, and then I will choose trim so that it will trim the extra spaces. And now I will filter these. So for filtering, if you look at population count, we don't need these text values here, we only need the population count. So for that, I will go at the very bottom, and in here we'll uncheck all of these values as we don't want them. And once I have done that, all of these would be our text numerical fields, and we can change it to a whole number because population would be in a whole number. Next, what we need to do is bring in the state abbreviations. For that, we need to merge these two queries. So I will go to home and click on merge queries. And now when merging, I need to merge this query on state mapping by this state. This is our state 2, so this would be state 2 abbreviation. We'll keep it as left outer join and click on OK. Now we need to expand this. So for expanding, we only need the abbreviation as we have the state here. So I'll just select abbreviation and click on OK. And this would be our state 2 abbreviation. Similarly, we need to do the same thing for state from. For that, I'll again go to merge queries, click on merge queries, and this time I'm going to choose state from and not state to, and then select state mapping. And we need to do this on state and click on OK. Again, we need to expand this, so I'll unselect everything and just select abbreviation and click on OK. Now we don't want these null values, and these nulls are coming because we don't have matching name in the state mapping, and that's because population 1 year and over, there is no such state like that. So for that, I will just click on unticking this null value so that I all of these nulls get removed from both state to and state from abbreviations, and then I'll click on OK. Now that we have our data here, this is all looking fine. I will also rename this one as state from abbreviation. And now I will click on close and apply. First, we need a text box which says 2019 state to state migration. I'm just going to format this to 32 and put it in the middle. And then below this, we need to write who's moving where. And I'm just going to format this as 20. Next, we need a slicer. So I'll select a slicer visual from here. And we need to put state 2. Let's change the slicer settings. So we don't want the slicer header. For title, we want select a state to see where new residents moved from. Let's change the font. And I will also change the slicer type. So in slicer settings, we will choose drop down. Now, when I try to get the synoptic panel, I will drop state from abbreviation in category and population in the measure. And when I click on gallery, I get an error unable to retrieve maps. That's why I'm not able to use it. Even if I put to country or territory, it's not working. So what I'll do is I will create a map, a filled map from here. So I'll choose shape map. And in here, I will add state from abbreviation in location and population count in the color saturation. Now we don't have a lot of option for customizing this, but what I will do is enable the gradient, and for minimum color I'll choose white, and I'm choosing this red palette, so I'll choose this color and the maximum should be this dark red color. Now for blank areas, we will choose a black color. Now to get the bar chart and to get the conditional formatting for color, we will need to create a few measures. So first, I'll create a measure to calculate the total population. I'll call this total population, which will be equal to sum of the population column. And then we need to add a ranking system. So from my understanding of the visual, it's divided into 5 ranks, top 5, then middle 5, and then the rest of it. So for that, let's create another measure and let's call rank population. And for this, what we need to do is I'm going to use a rankx function. There are multiple ways to do it. I'm using a rankx function and I'm filtering out all the filters that are coming from the state migration. But because I need to bring this filter back because we don't want the population from the state that is being selected. So what I'll do is I'll say when the state 2 is equal to max of state 2. So the max of state 2 will select whatever is coming from this visual. So if that is the case, then we want the total population measure that we have created. Now I will just get the bar chart. and get state from in y-axis, get our total population in x-axis, and then I will go to bars. And in here in conditional formatting, we need to set it up by rule. Rule would be from the rank population measure that we have created. When the rank is greater than or equal to 0 in number and less than 6 in number, then we want this bright red color, dark red color. Then the next rule would be if it is greater than or equal to 6 and less than or equal to 11, then we want this color. And then the last rule, we need to change this to a number. Last rule would be if it is greater than or equal to 11 and less than the max value, then we put it as this light pink color and click on OK. There is an error coming over here in this visual, and that's because my measure is not correct. I need to add a bracket over here. I forgot to add filter here, and now this should work properly. So now if we select Alaska, then it shows us the proper colors. And because this is Alaska, that's why this is the selected one, so it's chosen in the black color. If we now change it to Alabama, then the visuals change accordingly. We also need to ensure that this is only one select, so we can only select one value from here. And for that, let us go to slicer settings, and in selection, instead of multi-select, we will do single select. And now when I choose California, then my visuals get updated to show data for California. That's it for the challenge. I hope you have liked this one. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one.